Afternoon. I recently posted a post on my Facebook page that talked about a trip to Lake Panasoffkee here in Florida. We were fishing, practicing for a tournament that's coming up here in a week or so. And all the fish I caught, I caught on a Gambler Big Easy swim bait with a weighted underbelly hook. This is exactly what it looks like right here. In fact, that's the same lure. Well, the second one I used, the first one I got tore up a little bit, but this is the second one I used. Weighted hook, extra wide gap hook, just like that. Run through the mouth, come down. I don't know if you can see it or not, but put your thumb right there. Right up through there, and you've got a perfectly weedless swim bait that's just awesome for here in Florida, because you can run, there's no place you're going to fish here in Florida that doesn't have weeds and grass. If you're fishing where there's no weeds and grass in Florida, you're probably not catching any fish. This is the bait I use. Now, it's rigged on a very long fluorocarbon leader. In this case, I think 12 or 14 pounds. That's what I had in the tackle bag when I rigged it. I normally run it on a 14-pound leader on braided line. I run anywhere from 20-pound up braided line, and that's what I have on this rig here. On a bait caster, on a fairly heavy rod. I normally run a medium-heavy fiberglass rod. Now, this rod here happens to be carbon, and it was a little stiff. And because it was a little stiff, I think that's what cost me to lose, cost me that last fish, the big fish that I missed. The softer rod allows the fish to get a hold of the bait and start off with it before you actually feel him there. In that case, he's got it all the way in his mouth, and when you set the hook, you get him. This rod, when they hit it, it's a little bit sudden. He may not quite get it all the way in his mouth, and I think that's what happened. He didn't have it all the way in his mouth. This is a nice setup, by the way. I just used an Abu Garcia reel, an Abu Garcia rod, Gambler Big Easy swim bait. This comes in a package. Looks like this is a great Big Easy. This is a monster here. I do run these. I run these on an 8/0 monster hook, and they do catch fish, but they'll sure enough wear you out throwing them in a short length of time. So we just want to show this to you. Now, we'll put a link on our page to let you know how to get to some of our stuff that we have on at JimOW.com. But this is exactly the bait that I use. You should try these. They're really any kind of a swim bait, either with the weighted hook like this or with the Owner Flashy Spin. I usually run an Owner Flashy Spin, but in this case the water was so clear that I did not need the additional flash. I use a Flashy Spin in a water that's a little more stained or a little darker, but with the perfectly clear water, I choose not to run the Flashy Spin. It's just a little bit too much. They seem to like this quite well. So there you go. Keep cruising, keep casting.